Hey guys, I originally was going to do a live stream of this, but something is going on with YouTube and something to do with live streaming while on my phone because I use my phone to film these videos and stuff, so I don't know what's going on with that, but really, I'm fine with it. I'll just talk about what I want to talk about and I'll upload it on YouTube soon. So, alright. But I wanted to talk about the Star Wars Episode 9 teaser trailer that was released at Star Wars Celebration only a couple, 30 minutes ago or something, and just wanted to finally talk about it. I don't usually do trailer discussions or anything. I've never really wanted to, but this is Star Wars. This is something that is very important to me, and it just feels right to do it. Besides, I'm doing my year of Star Wars, so it makes sense to make videos about Star Wars. So that's what I'm gonna do, and I loved this trailer. It didn't have to be great or anything. Like, I'll start out, the trailer didn't have to be great. I just needed to see something. I needed to see what this film was going to look like, and I was pleasantly surprised. In fact, I was really surprised with a bunch of stuff. But I've got my notes here. I've got some things to say, so let's get started with that. First off, trailer starts out. We see Rey in a desert. It's not Jakku. It's probably not Jakku, but it's probably a new planet. If you watch the panel before before they showed the trailer, they talked about how they were filming in Jordan, where they filmed Lawrence of Arabia, which I thought was really cool. Anyway, that is most likely where this scene takes place. Whether it'll be a planet that they spend a lot of time on, I don't know. Also, there was like production stuff, like production stills shown around that had like these weird aliens, and there was like a lot of them and stuff. So I think it's safe to say that there's going to be some pretty big scenes on this planet, most likely. Also, then we get, we see that Rey has Luke's lightsaber. Now, if you guys know, in The Last Jedi, the lightsaber became broken, split in half when Kylo Ren and Rey were fighting over it using the Force, and it broke in half. It seems to be, back together, which is cool and everything. It's a very important lightsaber. So, yeah, there's that, which was nice seeing. And then we get some dialogue, new dialogue from Mark Hamill himself, Luke. He says, "We've passed all we know, or we've passed on all we know, but this is your fight," in reference to that this is the next generation of characters. This is a Star Wars trilogy made for a new generation, about a new generation of heroes, which they're playing that up. Also, he says, "We've passed on all we know to you, to Rey." That's, maybe in reference to what he kind of taught her in The Last Jedi. Also, there's the Jedi books that Rey took with her after leaving Ahch-To in The Last Jedi. And also, she has time on her hands to learn those books because JJ said during the panel that they're going to have a time jump. Now, we aren't exactly sure how long of a time jump this is, whether it's a couple months or a couple years. My bet's on a couple of years. It just seems about right. Then we have, what's next on here? Oh, something I thought that was really interesting was there's a title card that appears that says every generation has a legend. And I started thinking about it after watching this trailer. I watched this trailer a couple times to take some notes. I looked up the teaser trailer for episode 1, The Phantom Menace, and it has the exact same title card, different lettering and stuff, but it says the exact same thing. Every generation has a legend, and I thought that was a nice little callback to the teaser trailer. Of course, we have a scene of her jumping over a TIE fighter, which, is cool. I don't really have much to say on it. It's cool. Then we have, shots of Finn and Poe on their adventure with C-3PO, it looks like. We get a shot of a new planet with, rocks and cliffs and stuff, and it has a city on it. Definitely a new location. We'll see. Maybe we'll be introduced to Lando Calrissian there, or some other place, but we're getting a bunch of new locations, it seems. What's next? We get an awesome scene, and honestly, it's probably my favorite shot of the trailer. We get a scene or a shot of Kylo Ren basically throwing a guy to the ground. There's a scene where Kylo Ren and the stormtroopers are charging against probably resistance fighters in the woods, and there's this wonderful red lighting and stuff, and he basically takes the guard part of his lightsaber, pushes it into him, and pushes the guy to the ground. It was just really cool to see. I like cool looking stuff like that, and again, it's something different that we haven't seen before. I mean, then again, it's just a shot, but stuff in The Last Jedi, like the use of slow-mo, or the way they filmed lightsaber fights, was just so different that it was a welcome change, and I'd like to see more of that in this film. Let's see, what do we have next? We see the reconstruction of his mask. I don't understand why we need the reconstruction of his mask, unless, Kylo Ren just doesn't like seeing his face or anything. I know people, are all the time being like, oh, he should have kept the mask on. I'm like, are you just saying that because Adam Driver has a weird looking face? I mean, it looks completely fine and everything. It's honestly, I like him without the mask on, because it's well, there's a lot of great acting you get out of Adam Driver, Kylo Ren, when he's not having the mask on, which I really like. We get moments of the new droid that is BB-8's companion. They showed it at Celebration. It's cute, everything, but it's just another character. We finally get Lando in the Falcon with a nice little bit of fan service. This trailer is filled with fan service, but it's welcome. I really enjoy it. I like seeing Lando in the Falcon again. He seems to be having a fun time. Billy D. Williams discussed on the panel, and he just seemed so hyped and just so full of energy. Billy D. Williams and Lando are more or less the same person. They are one and the same, and it's great seeing him back. He looks like he's having so much fun, and I can't wait to see him in the movie. Whether he does much at all in the movie, or if it's just an over-glorified cameo, I'm perfectly fine with it. I'm down. What do we have? The saga comes to the end, another title card, which, of course, is playing up the fact that this is the end. And this is something that I've been wondering about. Like, how are they going to end not just this trilogy, but this saga? Because Kathleen Kennedy talked about how George saw this series as, 3 acts, 3 trilogies. So, like, we're in the third act of the third act. And not only is it the ending of this trilogy, but it's the ending of the saga in general. Like, how are they going to tie all of this together? And something I kind of wishful thinking wish I had in the trailer was I wish I had like shots and scenes from all the other Star Wars movies before we got any footage from the new movies. Just thought that would be fun. Let's see, what else do we have? We see Leia. As you guys know, Carrie Fisher didn't film any scenes. She died before they started filming. But J.J. Abrams found a way to use her by using scenes that they filmed for The Force Awakens and put them in here and wrote scenes around them, which I'm going to be really interested in seeing, because I want to know if, like, can you tell, or is it seamless or something? Because it's like, I'm wondering how much material there actually is. Like, is there like a whole subplot they could add, or is it, just a couple scenes here or there? I probably think it'll be like a couple scenes here or there, which will just be very sweet and stuff, and I'm looking forward to that as well. Let's see. Then we get one of my favorite parts of the trailer, and where I really geeked out, but for reasons that others may not. We see the characters go to this planet. It's like made of rocks, and like there's a sea, and there's a giant construction kind of halfway submerged in the water. And we have Luke say, "No one's ever really gone," which is a line that he says in The Last Jedi. And then we get a very familiar laugh. Ian McDermott's The Emperor, Emperor Palpatine, which is basically the big surprise of the trailer, that the Emperor is back, and he's going to probably be the ultimate villain of this series, which really surprised me. Is it fan service? Yes, it is. But honestly, I like it, because it's another way of tying these 3 trilogies together in a nice way. And of course, they're going to have to explain why he's back. I'm sure they'll come up with a good reason. But I really, really liked it. However, that's not the part that I was most surprised by. I was surprised by what I saw in the water, which I'm pretty sure is the remnants of the Death Star. Death Star 2 that has fallen in the water. And the reason why I say this is this is some things that some people don't know, but if you look at the art of The Force Awakens, that book has a lot of old concepts that they didn't use for the movie. One of those old concepts was that Rey was originally going to be on a water planet, not Jakku. They changed it to Jakku when they wanted to make The Force Awakens more of a callback kind of film to the original trilogy. And what was cool about this planet is she would go underwater, and there would be a submerged piece of the Death Star in the ocean. And I really, really thought this was cool, because it was the Emperor's throne room. And I think it's awesome that they're using that here. I hope they're using that here, because that would just be so great to see, like, some sort of concept that, thought would never come about is actually happening. So I'm really, really interested about that. Also, people are wondering, also, how is the Emperor back? I have some ideas. They talk about, especially in this new trilogy, also like in the books and stuff, about the dark regions of space. And oftentimes I've thought that Snoke was this sinister character that was in the dark regions. And I think that the dark regions might be where the Emperor is, and that's where the final battle is going to take place, which I'm speculating, hope I'm right, probably not going to be right, probably going to be very surprised. I'm in either way. But yeah, there's the idea of the dark regions, and then there's also this idea that was brought up in the Star Wars Battlefront 2 video game, which is Project Resurrection. Whether that has anything to do with it, I don't know. I don't really follow, like, the video games or much of the rest of the new canon very much, just because I became overloaded with it really quickly. But I'm really interested to see if any of this adds up. And then, the end of the trailer, we finally get the title, The Rise of Skywalker, which is a title that is simple, it's nice, it's neat. Don't know the context, but I'm in, and I think it really works, and it works with tying the trilogy together as well as the entire series as a whole, because this is a saga about the Skywalkers, and I really like that. Some people are like, oh, is Rey really a Skywalker? Or, they say she's a nobody. I like the idea of Rey being a nobody. That's fine with me. If she is a Skywalker, that's fine, but I don't really have much to say on the title other than I like it. I also like that it was as exactly as I thought it would be. We have The Force Awakens, which uses the yellow Star Wars lettering. We have The Last Jedi, which has it in red, and we have this in blue. So, yeah, nice, neat, and I really like it. But, yeah, guys, I really enjoyed this trailer. I thought it was, it wasn't much, but it was enough to, wet my lips a little bit. It got me wanting more. I want to know more. I'll probably definitely be, looking forward to more stuff to come, more information. I don't want to spoil myself too much with learning all this information, but I'm excited for this movie, guys. I have loved all the Star Wars movies, even the prequels. I just find them fun. Yeah, they're not great, but I find them fun. I find this series as a whole just really, really enjoyable and imaginative, and I can't wait to celebrate its final conclusion. But, yeah, guys, that's all I've got for you. I hope you guys found this video entertaining, fun, informative, or maybe you just didn't like hearing me ramble for almost 20 minutes. But I really just wanted to get my thoughts out on paper and then talk about them, because I love Star Wars. And also, I'm not going to do this for every movie that comes out. This isn't a regular reaction thing that I'm going to do, but it's Star Wars, so, like, I'm almost have to do this. But yeah, guys, that's all I've got for you. So I want to thank you guys for watching. And that's it. I've got more reviews coming for you soon, so look forward to those, and I'll see you guys later.